Hello there, everybody. My name is Juan. Welcome back to a new reaction. Today I'm going to be getting into Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 3. I am watching it right after the second one. I figured since I did do a little rewatch of three previous episodes before this season, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like since the last episode wasn't as, like, action-packed as lit in a sense, if you take it like that. I just want to get into it because I feel like the last episode was a lot of setup for future events to happen, and I'm kind of excited to see how they further develop that. Considering this last season is only 10 episodes long, I believe, it doesn't make sense for this next episode to be another or further setup for the big war that's probably going to happen on the island. In this episode, I imagine we're going to get the festival that they were talking about, and what the fuck was the name of the family that has the Warhammer Titan? That family, we're probably going to get to see them. There's a possibility of seeing the Warhammer Titan as well, but I'm not really sure if that's going to go down in this episode. Regardless, I'm excited, and I'm just going to get into it. I'm excited, dude. Let me catch my breath. It will begin in 3, 2, 1. We have demon bloods in our veins. Okay, dude. Is that Rainer when he was younger, maybe? Malians can't be with Eldians. That's crazy. That they fucking brainwashed them to think that way. Like, Jesus! Jeez. Annie in the background. Belthort. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Huh. So that's Galliard. One of them has to be the Cart Titan, which is maybe that one. So Rainer's just been fucking getting the rough end of the stick this whole time. True? Annie's also fucked up in a lot of different ways. Okay, dude. These fucking unrealistic goals these people fucking set themselves up. Are we finally gonna get to see our boys? Or is this gonna be a fucking Rainer or the that squad and their fucking beginning? Most likely because that's what just happened during the beginning, but we might get to see both sides of the spectrum of these devils, and then the fucking Eldians who want to be Marlians. I'm fucking excited regardless. I'm excited for this. I like that part. The gateway to hope. Ah.
こいつは何でもできる汎用性が強い。高い機動力と持続力に加え、硬質化を交えた打撃技は
And also defend.
無垢の巨人を呼び寄せることもできる。レオンハートが咲いている。
Wow.
盾となり攻撃を引き受ける巨人には我慢強いブラウンが合っている。
Okay.
強力な爪と顎で大抵のものは砕ける。起点の利くマルセルに託した。
Oh, Marcel.
何より奴の血には秘めた力がある。
Zeke.
車力の巨人は並外れた持続力で長期間の任務に対応できる。 用途に合わせた並走も可能で。
Oh! Is that Pieck? Oh, okay. She's the cart titan.
超大型巨人。破壊の神だ。
Oh, God of destruction! Woo!
子供に始祖奪還計画を託すなど、俺に。
That's kind of true.
トベはお前だった。それだけだ。
Uh-huh.
ポッコ。
Oh, ho, ho.
ボルコ、お前軍の決定に逆らうのか。ライナ、すまない。
You're sorry, huh? I mean, sure they're happy, but there must also be a sense of fucking...
ほら見てよ。僕と母さんはメオマーレ人になったんだ。これで一緒に暮らす。
ふざけるな。あの女に言われてきたんだろう。俺に復讐するために。くそ。お前らエルディアの悪魔の親子から。
ライナ待っているからね。
島の悪魔からみんなを救い、世界の英雄になるんだ。
That's fucking rough, dude. Jesus.
本当に壁を破壊しても、壁の王は始祖の巨人を行使しないのかな。今さら何言ってんだ。マーレの研究を信じろよ。
そうだ。後戻りはできない。俺たちは明日。
Huh. In the beginning, we only really got the colossal, the female. Huh.
ライナ、すまない。お前は本当は戦士に選ばれるはずじゃなかったのに。俺がお前を持ち上げたり。
Okay.
ライナ、すまない。
Huh.
すぐにあの巨人を抑えておけばアギトを失わずに済んだ。
Yeah.
アギトを探して帰る。どこかで人の姿に戻ってるはずだ。どの
Huh.
道マルセルの指揮なしじゃ任務を果たせっこない。
Do they try to do so anyway? Probably.
ダメだ。帰れない。このまま任務を続行するんだ。
確かにあんたはこのまま帰れば鎧を剥奪されて次の戦士に行く。
Sure.
3人とも逃げた責任を俺だけが問われるのか。自分たちだけは粛清されないと確信を持って言えるか。
Oof. Infighting, huh?
自分の身を守るためなら私たちを脅す。
Ah.
あんたがマガトに弁明しな。すべて自分の責任ですって言え。あれもエルディアも全員嘘つきで自分のことしか考えてないくせに。
ライナは死んだ。マルセルが必要なら俺がマルセルになるから。
Okay, dude. Damn! It's so crazy to think that this was all happening when they were all fucking kids, bro.
教師のはずだった。なんで謝った。なんで俺なんかを助けた。
Cause, I mean, he cursed you, basically.
終わりたくない。まだ何も分かってないんだ。
貴様は何しにここに来た。人類を救うためです。
3, 2, 1. Technically, he's not wrong because that's his mission, but This is fucking rough, bro. It all comes fucking full circle. Declassified information. Warrior candidates. A child soldier unit composed of demonic Eldian children. They undergo brutal training under the supervision of the Marlian army and are evaluated and chosen based on their grade, skill, behavior, personality, and loyalty to the country. Because only Eldians can hold one of the nine titans, they are necessary elements of national defense, despite being demons. To this end, Eldian warriors and the immediate family can earn the title of honorary Marlians. We kind of knew this, but I need to take a fucking second, bro, to like kind of like rethink about all the shit that we just saw. And like, we've seen these things in the past because if I remember correctly, when we were first introduced to the idea of how somebody becomes a fucking Titan warrior, I believe we were shown from Ymir's perspective. What the fuck do I have here, bro? Whatever. We were shown from Ymir's perspective, and she ate one of them. And now we're getting the other side of the coin, and it's wild because even though technically, like, it's wild how Rainer and them, they're fighting for humanity, technically, from their perspective, but at the same time, they're destroying the same kind of, like, fuck, bro. I love it how it all comes fucking full circle. Ymir, obviously, had to be a fucking wild titan, and then she, in her titan mind, fucking, found these people, and obviously, because she's a fucking titan, she ate one of them, and then gained the power without even realizing it, and came back to her senses as a human warrior, I guess. And so how the hell did they convince her to rejoin them? Is my question. I mean, I kind of remember it vaguely from the previous seasons where she decided to go with Rainer and Berthold anyway, as opposed to staying with Historia. So my question is how, I mean, I imagine that's what they're going to fucking go through here. They're going through basically the first few episodes of the anime from a different perspective. And they're going about it fast, so I imagine that's what we're going to get into. So I'm just going to continue in 3, 2, 1.
やけに家畜が騒がしくて耳慣れない地響きが次第に大きくなってそれが足音だと気づいて急いで窓を開けたらその後は覚えてないが馬に乗って逃げたんだちょうどお前らぐらいの子供を3人残してな
So that's how people within the intersections of the wall were affected by the Titans who went into Wall Rose, I imagine. Or Wall Maria, my bad.
ひどいよパパ
Huh.
集めた情報を持ってマーレに帰ろうどんな情報でも歓迎してくれるよ
本当にそう思っているのか、
Hmm.
この5年の成果を持ち帰ればマーレは失望するだろう。
Damn, it has been a long time.
ウォールローゼを破壊する始祖の巨人をあぶり出す手段はもう他にない。いつもお前ばかりに負担をかけてすまないと思ってる。今日はこの辺にしておこう。
Yeah, they've definitely grown a lot in those 5 years.
それしかねえだろ。
そうだよな。
巨人を一匹残らず駆逐するんだろう。お前ならやれる。
There's music! The fucking hypocrisy of it all, man. That's Rainer, right?
そうだ。俺にはまだあいつらが。
Jesus, dude.
経過は順調みたいですね。会話できるくらい回復して。
まあな、ここに心的外傷の治療に来てるが、俺のは嘘だ。
Huh.
同じ候補生に優秀なやつがいて、俺の出番はなさそうです。
それはよかった。え？君はいいやつだ。
Yeah.
待機してくれるなら嬉しいよ。
でも、俺はそいつを戦士にさせたくなくて。
どうして？
He loves her.
心も体も蝕まれ、徹底的に自由を奪われ、自分自身も失う。こんなことになるなんて知っていれば、誰も戦場なんか行かないだろう。
True. It's not like you have a choice.
人や環境に強制されて仕方な
That's
く
yep.
これは希望かもしれないし、さらなる
Imagine that. Another hell.
進み続けたものにしかわからない。
Sure, who the fuck is this, bro? I fucking love this outro, dude. I love how the music kind of gets a little eerie there in the background. And it's like, you have this nice track, but in the background you also have this other track that's like... Man. Okay, dude. So this kind of was a little bit more set up to a certain degree. It's also fucking like review for what's happened so far, and basically all the like I said earlier, like a different perspective from the way the story played out in the beginning, and man, this is all rough, man. Can you shut the fuck up, dude? Like I mentioned before, it's wild how everybody seems to think that they're doing the right thing for humanity, and in the end, regardless of all the shit that they think they're doing right, they're technically not even doing anything. They're just destroying other people who, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's the whole point of this story, but from my perspective, if, and that's a very big if, a very hopeful mentality to have, if they just came together, they would be unstoppable. There would be a power beyond fucking having to go at each other's throats. But then again, that's just hopeful thinking. Regardless, I like this episode because we fucking not Berthold, Rainer, he was about to fucking kill himself there for a second, bro. With a fucking shock about things. Like, jeez, dude, that's fucking rough. And it's kind of crazy because considering you still have some time left, dude, like, there's still shit you need to do. Like, what's happening there? That's all the fucking trauma of having to do all this shit accumulated into one. Bro, he lost Berthold. Now I understand the relationship from a different perspective because prior they had been presented as these antagonists and you didn't really have like an idea of the motivation behind why they were doing the shit. So it wasn't really clear as to why the fuck would they like, because we had thought about them as a part of the people within the walls, because obviously the narrative so far was that there was nobody outside the walls, but after we learned that they had been assigned a mission in order to do so, it's like you can kind of sympathize with them a little bit more, and it does make them humans, even though technically they're basically just as bad as the devils, because all the people who fucking died in the attack in Shiga, I don't remember what the fuck that's called, the fucking first town where the Colossal Titan attacked, all the people who were killed there, even though you consider that the devils, you know, there's still people there who technically in the grand scheme of it all are innocent. It's insane that the actions of one king a century later is still having repercussions on people who have absolutely nothing to do with the fucking, oh man. It's kind of what makes me upset, but it unfortunately is very resemblant of reality itself, because it, like, everyone, you know, like, our present time world, like, we fucking have wars against each other for sometimes what seems like absolutely not important reasons, and it's like, I like that because it's realistic to a degree, and it's like, my wishful, hopeful thinking isn't as easily acquired as I fucking make it sound to be, but it's like, man, it's rough. I kind of want to watch the next episode. I feel like the next episode might be a little bit more insane, simply because we've been getting a lot of setup, and this person that Falco was talking to in the end, I feel like they're going to play a bigger role than we're being led to believe up to this point. Although I don't really necessarily know what that's going to be, but he sounds like an extremely wise person, and I feel like he's going to influence Falco in the right direction Whether that be for him to achieve his goal to become the Armored Titan so that Gary doesn't have to, or whether that is so that he chooses to live on without becoming a warrior, even though I don't know if that's even a possibility for him at this point, because if he doesn't inherit the Armored Titan, there's just a possibility that he'll inherit any one of the other ones that they have available, who are probably coming to their end as well, because it seemed like that whole squad, Rainer, Zeke, Annie, all of them kind of got the power around the same time, so it's kind of, their expiration date is probably coming to an end. One thing I'm wondering is, when the fuck are we gonna get Annie, bro? Ever since she encased herself in fucking crystal, we haven't seen her, but she is also coming to an end. Her Curse of Ymir is also coming to an end because she basically got it around the same time as these other people. So it's like, bruh, she really just wasted a lot of her life, like, trapped in fucking crystal, which makes sense. Her loyalty to fucking Marley, I guess, would make it so that if she's not going to lose this power and hand it over to the enemy just like that, and which is kind of sad in its own way, because it's like, you gave up all this time of your life for this country, and in the end, I don't know what's going to happen with Annie, to be fair, but they said that if nobody inherits the power before the third or after the 13 years are up, that a random unborn child does. So that might be something that happens, but I don't really know. It would be wild if Mikasa got the fucking female Titan, to be completely honest with you. It would be awesome in the sense that, all three of them would have a Titan power, but even then, it's like, is it worth it? I'll leave that question for you guys below. Would you be willing? Obviously, it depends on the circumstances of the world which you find yourself in, and, obviously all these people have, I would suppose, good enough reasoning in order to accept this, even though some of them didn't really know there was a curse attached to it, but if you knew there was a curse attached to it, in your current circumstance or whatever the fuck, would you give it up? Would you give up, like, would you be willing to only live 13 more years in order to get a fucking power like that? Personally, I wouldn't, but that's just me. And I feel like, obviously, in my life, it doesn't really seem that important. Then, again, if you had something that's as fucking OP as that, you would just be fucking used as a weapon by somebody, so I don't know, bro. That's a tough question. Answer it if you feel the need to, but I think I'm going to leave that there. I don't really have much else to say. I'm just excited to get into the next one. And I think I'm going to do so because I want to see what's good, man. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you there. Peace.